Hello everybody, my name is Spartan Elite 43 and welcome back to World of Tanks. Tonight we're playing on Heilbronn, or however it's pronounced. For some reason I cannot, for the life of me, pronounce that. Anyway, we're playing with a group of guys again. This is one of the battles from the weekend that I had passively recording. And look at that beautiful grass just swaying in the wind. Anyway. So, yeah, we spawned on the south side of the map, and there's a rock over here, or a hill, or whatever you want to call it, over here on the right that I like to go up on in my arty. And, not gonna lie, this isn't gonna be a very good map for me. I don't do so well in this game. I'm just gonna throw that out there. For most of the game. And I say for most of the game because it does get kinda good later on. But I don't want to spoil it. So anyway, basically we've got two arties, we're in a party, and then we've got three other members who are in two heavy tanks and a medium tank, and we're going to try to do everything we can to win this match. So I roll up onto my hill, and this is good because it allows me good sight lines over most of the ridges, as long as they're not right up on the ridge. And it also allows me to quickly get off the hill in case somebody spots me, which comes in handy. Because people do run straight through on this map. I don't know why, but for some reason nobody ever goes near the water, the ridgeline. If anybody goes into the city, they go along the back road usually, and then everybody stays towards the middle, and then you'll get these little guys, like this guy, who just has to go straight through to the other side of the map. Now, I've already turned. I know he's coming, so I'm sighting in, trying to get ahead of him. That way, if we have to, we can take him down. And they got him first, so that's good. Teammates on point. That's all that matters. So we're looking back. Now, that arty's right where I've noticed a lot of arties being. This little hill, I don't know why arties like to sit there on that side of the map, but that's not a very good place because you get spotted really early. So I take the shot, and I assumed that I got him, but I didn't. My partner, on the other hand, did get him, which means I overshot him by like 10 feet. Yeah, so you can see my crater right there behind him. So my shot overshot him. He nails him. Either way, already dead. So, we got all these tanks. There we go. On the left, we got a tank destroyer. Shot out. And we hit the side of the hill, so we actually undershot. Didn't even hit him. That looked like it was timed pretty well, so that it was a chance of hitting him. But I mean, let's be honest, that's literally 3.8 seconds out. That's about as far a shot as you can get in the M55. Alright, so here we go. Heavy tank, OI up on the hill, shot out. And there he goes. Again, Japanese heavy tanks. Why are you sitting in the open? You're a house. Do yourself a favor, find cover. Because if you get spotted in a Japanese heavy tank and there's an arty on the map, guess what? We're going to shoot you. Why? Because you're big, slow, and you're squared. M103, 2.3 second flight time, shot out, and he stops. And he stops because my teammate tracked him, which was not preferable. Not preferable in the slightest. So again, I'm not doing well. So far I've got one hit, and that's for 700 damage. Got an E75 and a Black Prince. Shot. Oh, he moved up. Moved back. Shot out. Pow. Now we splashed him for 500, but we did track him, so he's getting shot while we tracked him. And you can see that for whatever reason, even though I had him tracked the entire time, I didn't get all of that track damage. The game just decided it didn't want to give it to me. Just the way World of Tanks is sometimes. Another E75 here, shot out. And I kill the Black Prince, but I damaged the E75. So poor Black Prince just happened to bump into the wrong target because I was actually shooting at the E-75. Alright, so again we have a T-30 up there and an E-75 down here. Shot out on the E-75. We undershoot. Just the way our game's going, right? Again, Japanese heavy tanks sitting out in the open. Don't know why, but it happens. Now, I just realized that we have tanks moving in on my left. Well, my teammates are still calling for help up there, and now they're all dead. Now that my teammates are dead, I need to focus on this left side, so I roll back into my little cubby hole, which is a nice little spot too. And I start looking down towards the bottom. Now, these guys are hiding behind the rock pretty well. They can shoot people without me being able to hit them. But I put the shot near him in hopes to splash him and kill him, and I hit the rock. It could be just the direction my tank is like sitting on an incline because I didn't back into that very well. But, you know, parking an arty isn't always easy. I'm about to turn this beast around. Now, this thing has ridiculous bug-out speed, but it is not the most maneuverable. It's just not very good. Its track traverse is not good. But anyway, so we've got these heavy tanks down here at the edge of the map, hiding behind a rock. I'd like to be able to end their life. I'm zoomed in. If he backs up to take another shot, I'll be able to hit him. Come on. Just back up and take another shot. And I hit the rock. See, I waited for him to reload, and then I put the shot out so that when he backed up to take the shot, it would hit him. Fortunately, I undershot him, so it didn't do me any good. So while those guys aren't pushing forward, I turn my attention back towards their base to see if I can at least help our guys break the stalemate down here. Shot out, and then the moment I shoot at him, he moves forward, and I miss. Again, it's just the way this match is going. And the worst part is he literally moved 2 feet forward, got tracked, and I still overshot him just enough to where I didn't do any damage to him. It's just the life of an arty. Sometimes you're on it, sometimes you're not. This is one of those matches I'm not on it. Or at least not yet. So we've got Japanese heavy tank, again, sitting out in the middle of nowhere. And he's broadside on to an 8-inch howitzer. And then he takes off and I miss him. It's just, that's the way this match has went the entire time. It's just like everybody just happens to do the perfect thing to avoid my shell. So, you know, it is what it is.
All our scouts have been destroyed.
No sense crying over spilled milk, right? Just clean it up and keep going. Meanwhile, while I'm paying attention to these guys trying to break the stalemate over here, that was a long flight time, and that was a poorly placed shot by me. My other arty friend just took off on a suicide run, hopefully to kill the guy. And I don't know if he actually succeeds in hitting him, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't kill him. Now here you go. I'm placing the shot well ahead of him. He's sliding down the hill. There's nowhere he can get away. And I damage him and track him, but I do not kill him. Alright, so now my other arty's dead. There are 5 tanks left in this game. Alright, now we've got a KV-2 sitting out in the open. He's a slow, heavy tank. He's reloading. I'm hoping to get this shot on him before he can hide behind the rock again. And shot out. Dead. We got it just close enough to splash him for the rest of his health. So that was good. So now it's 2v4. I say 2v4, but it's actually 1v4 because that tank destroyer hasn't moved this entire time. So he has not done anything, and that is a Jagdtiger 8.8 premium tank destroyer. It's a tier 8 premium. It's got all of the armor of the Jagdtiger, tier 9, but it comes with the 8.8 millimeter gun, or 8.8 centimeter gun, which is a great gun. But he's sitting there, not doing anything. Now we see this T10. he's spotted by this guy behind us. So I'm going to sight in ahead of me. Wait for this T10 to take and peek out. And put the shot out, and he's dead. Alright, so now it's 2v3. It's looking better. Alright, so now I'm going to pull up and I'm going to get spotted by a charioteer that's right behind me out in the open. Okay, now this charioteer is going to do something that hurt me, but at the same time helped me. He went after the Jagdtiger that's sitting there, and while he's doing it, I almost get the shot off early to kill him. And shot out. And I just missed him. If it had hit where I aimed, it would have probably splashed him enough to kill him. But anyway, so he's fighting that Jagdtiger that's not even playing. And he does get the kill. So now it is 1v3. I'm reloading. I'm almost loaded. I got 5 seconds. And I'm going to assume I know what he's doing. So I'm going to sight in on the corner of this house. He's going to charge out. I can guarantee it. But I don't spot him until he gets all the way over the other side. He takes a shot on the move. He misses. He's going to hide behind the rock here while he reloads. And I'm just going to assume he's going to this corner. Why would I assume that? Because where else would he go? Now, he looks for a second like he might be backing up, but I've got an overhead view on him. So I'm kind of keeping an eye out. And I assume he's going there. He takes a shot. I live. He dies. Into that match. Alright, so that leaves it 1v2. I've got 69 hit points left. I've got 3 shells left in the chamber. Or 3 shells left, period. Is there a way that I can possibly pull this off? Now, right now, the guys in chat are literally losing their minds that I've been able to even get this far. But there are 2 tanks left, and I need to try. So, I do what I do best. I know the last 2 tanks are both very slow. One is the Japanese heavy. The other is the T-30. Both of them are slow. Both of them are one-shot kills for me. So, I'm going to try to push towards their base. And maybe cap their base. So, as I try to sneak down this far left side, I'm going as fast as this thing will go with a busted track. Like, the track is messed up. I'm not able to hit 53, 55 kilometers an hour like I normally would. So, that being said, I mean, we are cruising pretty well for an Arty that weighs 47 ton. And so, just as I get out of the edge of town here, come on, just as I get out of the edge of town, this town is very long, by the way. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh, there it is. I just get to the edge of town and one of their tanks gets into the cap. Now, I'm assuming that's the T-30 because I wouldn't have thought that the Japanese heavy tank would have had enough time to get there. So I start cruising back as fast as I can. Now I've just drove all the way down here. Now I've got to drive all the way back. And I'm not expecting any surprises on my way back. And by surprises, I'm assuming that I pretty much know where both of those tanks are. Because I know where they were last spotted. The heavy was spotted on the far right, so he would have had to come all the way down the right side and then come around the back of the base. And the TD was dead center in the middle. The last noted, he was tracked coming off the side of a building. Or a side of the house. Or house, hill, building, whatever. But that's not true. He is actually hunting me, so that means the heavy tank is in the base. And I'm only going to have a quick chance to try to sight in and take a shot and hope to God that it hits. I shoot, he kills me, my shot misses, end of the game. So unfortunately, our epic clutch in our Arty gets snubbed out right at the end. But we did our best. We end up with 3,700, 5 kills. That's all you can ask for in your Arty. You know, 5 kills is a lot in an Arty. But if you like what I'm doing, punch that like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.